Okay. So, start out with number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is her first move. So she has a lot of her early moves are just these really fast kicks. There's one kick. Nothing too crazy, but pretty good move. Here's kick number 2. Other direction. Hitbox. Throws her forward. I'm pretty sure the other one throws her forward too. Yeah, a little bit, but not much. Then you have this.
That's number 4, isn't it?
Yeah, that's actually number 4. This is number 3. Okay, this is what I think we've kind of thought is, this is one of her best combo openers, I believe, and that I'll talk a little bit more about, because, so she has this overhead kick, it hits several times in close, it moves her forward quite a bit, so, it's just, this is probably one of the go-tos for combo openers. And then this next move here, this right here, this, basically like Ice Sweep. I believe this hits Earth and Water, like a lot of ice-looking moves. Oh no, it just hits Water. Okay. So this just...
I think it's just supposed to be Liquid Water, but...
Yeah. So, she kicks up and then does the slide. It doesn't really move her anywhere, though. Third move, similar moves, the Wind and the Earth one that are somewhat similar, that actually move her forward, that I think kind of to talk about. If you're not trying to hit weaknesses and you're just wanting the attack pattern, I think they're both better.
But all 3 moves have a lot of functional similarity, and often you kind of use them together.
Yeah. So this is the next move here. This is a fairly decent sort of in-close one. Spacing it out, it kind of... I guess if you have a group of enemies, it'll... decent. She has another quick sort of overhead kick. So let's... This one, I think, is a really good opener. It's pretty damaging.
And it just comes out very fast.
Yeah, and it does a lot of hits too. The next one on her, I really like this one. So this is another just sort of sweeping, another leg sweeping move that puts her forward.
Probably her holistically best mid combo move.
Yeah, I'm trying to just see forward it moves me exactly. Solely a combo win. Tags them into the air. It hopefully in the final game she'll look better in the air. Hopefully, because the way now, you can't really follow up after it at all. But you know, it does hit a unique set of weaknesses on her moveset. Dragon weakness, which at least demo that hits it. So let's go through the next list here, getting into some of our arcane arts, which I'm not 100% certain what the difference between arcane arts and base arts is at this point in the demo, other than arcane arts seem to cost more. I'm sure there will be some skills and whatnot and various things in the final game that'll make it what the difference is, but in the demo I'm not really sure. So this last move, upward kicks, kind of that one, but combo start.
Now, I would like to point out with this move seems to have really good properties just hitting upward, so there aren't really obnoxious flying enemies in the demo, but I think we can both already kind of imagine that when we encounter those, this move is going to be one of the go-to options to deal with them.
First of our arcane arts, it's a projectile. So not quite that far away, but this is some of our bigger archery, so it can be used to follow up some long-range pokes and whatnot. Massive area. really far away. This move, I don't know if to me, because of that startup, I don't know if to me it's what I would, it's not the best move in her arsenal. There is a move that I do think is just like the best move in her arsenal. I find it totally ridiculous, but lockdown hits back, sort of, kind of a sword rain almost type move, except for, you know, she's slashing instead of thrusting. And it just kind of hits a bunch of times, has some good lockdown, has really big hitboxes.
It is worth noting it doesn't seem to combo quite as cleanly as some of her, you know, slide slash moves we mentioned earlier, but just the amount of hitting it does is the greatest, so there's definitely a purpose for both.
Yeah. Just have one move fire arsenal, and I actually begin and end a lot of combos with it. So this move just does mountains of hit stun. I don't know exactly what properties this has, you know, internally within the system, but it seems to do hit stun more reliably than just about any move I've used it in the demo. I guess hit stun spear, as you call it, is pretty reliable, but this is up there. So you see it drags the enemy back with you. You can actually use it to pull enemies around, and it all far away before dragging them away. So it's a retreating move that you can use to end combos. You can also use it to start combos because you can use it to just single out individual targets.
And the fact that you retreat, well, you don't really see it that much in this demo because you're really overpowered. We can easily see that if an enemy just refused to go into hit stun completely, that retreating slide can keep you safe.
Yeah. So, going into a bit of her playstyle in Bread and Butter, so like I said, I really, really like this move. My Bread and Butter that I use with her, I both begin and end with it. And then in between, I just use moves that hit a bunch. Like I said, I like this one because it moves me forward. It makes sure that all of the hits connect. And then I actually really like this one, too. In lockdown and moves me forward, hitting a bunch. Then, for some of my other moves, I really like to have, let's see, which one do I normally put on here? So I like to have this set. Then, another one that you can do is, so we have this really fast, you know, this one right here that we're talking about is the overhead kick. That's just a really good combo starter. And use that one, so this can be a bit of a faster combo. And then you kind of go into, I believe it's this one. Yep. So yeah, so you just kind of go into spamming that and just hold the end. The solid one too. And this just starts really fast. Okay. And then the last one that I like to do, I actually like a lot of these big heavy hitting moves just to force them to go. But then after I hit with that big move, you can use the projectile and actually no, this is gonna move me forward more. And then you at the end, just kind of a combo ender. But yeah, my main page back. Sure that do for a while. Her Soul Burst, the claw, seems to be totally ludicrous. It's the best soul burst in the demo by far. Who knows what other abilities characters will get tied to their soul burst. But build soul so fast while spamming it that it's almost keep using it. You use it and you get the soul back that you use spending it. Oh, it's gonna. And so you'll just see that I'm ending 8. About it too. That was You can use it to just pick them back up and keep the combo.
Yeah, it's the action of pulling the claw that has the OTG. And to finish up discussing how that claw works, basically what the claw does, you pull it out, she does a unique attack that picks enemies up off the ground and just links really well with everything. Then all around, it just makes her faster and her arts hit a little better, right?
Yep.
And then at the end of a chain, you can hit an attack again to do an enemy-specific, depends on the type of the enemy, finisher. And some of them are better than others, but you get down to it, they're all really good, and they cost no resources to perform. So it's just extra hits that are powerful for free.
Yeah, and I think the way that it's built is that it does, since it is enemy specific, I think it's built to always hit a weakness for whatever enemy type you started your combo with.
Yeah, it's flagged on the enemy you started it with, so if you had a finisher you didn't really like and are fighting a mixed group, just target one of the enemies that gives you a better finisher, and then you can transition mid-combo. And I think that about wraps up Velvet.